to measure up cups just to show, because again, this one really demonstrates the utility of a toy beyond just that one age. So it's recommended at age 1. For what reasons do you think a 1-year-old would like this? Stacking. Okay. And you know what? They love to knock it over.
Stacking and chewing.
Stacking and chewing, yeah.
I love that there's so many cups. Like, when I first saw it, I expected there were probably like 6 of them, and then as I pulled it out, they more came out of the box, more came out of the box. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you've got how many altogether?
12.
So that allows for the fun pattern to occur. So for a 2-year-old who's starting to learn numbers and number sense, they're not going to understand bigger, smaller. One fits inside the other, decreasing from 12. They hear that chanting 10, 9, 8, and they start to memorize that. But they can actually work it so that they see that it goes yellow, green, red, blue. What should come next? This yellow one or this yellow one? Which fits on better? Which fits on tighter? The little scalloped edges help them have that sense of, I did it, and we're all about encouraging with success, not frustrating with challenge, because when the brain's frustrated, then they shut down and they don't want to play. So we build with those little stepping stones of success. There's a little sticker on each one, and I'm going to pass you that one and this one. And what do you notice about the sticker, Nicole?
Well, it has numbers in the numeral form and in 3 languages, and it has little markers that like a little dot that counts out how many numbers. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
A little dot that goes along with the number. So there's 1 dot for 1 and 6 dots for 6. So a symbolic representation.
Ooh, look at that symbolic representation. You have to join Kelly and do this together. I love it. But yeah, they've got, again, it could have just simply been the sticker with a 7, but the little dots represent what it looks like on an analog clock, on the face of a clock, the 7 o'clock position, the 6 o'clock position. Were you thinking that? Yeah. So it's just fabulous because it's through play, those prior experiences that set them up for their future learning. What do you notice on the bottom side of it, Teresa's?
Mine has a little butterfly.
Mine has a little dog.
And mine has a seal. So the little shape, what could we use the bottom side for?
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, yeah, little Play-Doh shapes.
I love Play-Doh.
They're perfect little cookie cutter imprints as well. Because they always want to start helping you out in the kitchen, so you could load this up with flour. The 10 cup is a 1 cup of flour. The 5 is a half a cup of flour, so you can actually use them in the kitchen. But the really cool thing with all the pools that we have, see, I'm from Canada, and so initially I built my business up in Vancouver, and so we had a lot of rain, we had a lot of rainy day, it stuck inside play. But in the bathtub, I could fill up the 3 cup and the 2 cup with water, and they will pour perfectly into, guess what cup? The number 5 cup, because 3 plus 2 equals 5. Isn't that neat? So the catalog calls it volumetrically correct. So now you can do math in the sandbox, math in the pool.
Say the rice table.
Yes, a rice table, a sand table. But you can stack them solid colors. We'll stack as a tower. You can alternate yellow and greens. There's so many different play experiences, and they all lead to sort of math development for a child.
Almost kill me.
That is not safe. Yeah. So those are called the Measure Up cups, and I say it's a staple in every little person's toy chest. Because you've got, and the little insert that comes with your toy gives you all of those fun play alternatives. You don't have to remember everything you hear today. And if you forget, you can reach out to Kelly, or she can reach out to me and say, Tracy, do you have a little insert on math in the sandbox? And I do. I can pop that in the mail or email it to you. But they are, and when they topple, they don't make an outrageous amount of noise.
Well, and I love the multilingual
Okay, yeah.
piece. Like so many of the toys seem to
Tap into
have French and Spanish.
And that brings me to this little CD, Sounds Like Learning, before we wrap up the play part. This little CD, invaluable. It says for ages 2 and up, but I started playing it in the car because I needed to change up the toddler music we were doing. And I thought, well, this is fun because we've got the alphabet letters, alphabet sounds game, and a fun little sheet that we can practice tracking and teaming with. So as the song goes, do you know your letter sounds? Apple, apple, baby, baby, b, b, b. It goes through the entire alphabet. And so you could have your child actually point to the object and then the letters as the song goes through. What they're seeing is the capital with the lowercase at the same time. And that's really important because most children will enter kindergarten knowing uppercase, but then all of a sudden they're thrown the lowercase and it's like, well, no, that's not the A I know. So through singing and just playing, they can learn their upper and lowercase recognition. The other songs are like your months of the year, counting to 10 in Spanish, manners, your opposite words. So it's just a nice 60-minute compilation of educational sounds that are in a voice that appeals to the child's mind more than it appeals to the adult mind. And what happens is, it's that rhythm and rhyme that gets them repeating and chanting along and developing their speech and language. And we have a new one called Finger Plays and Fun that again works on little finger play songs that you can do the hands-on with the singing as well. And that's called Sounds Like Learning. Okay, so that's a little bit about the product. What I want to do is just wrap up here shortly and let you have some fun shopping and think about, who you need gifts for, whether it's baby shower gifts or teacher, welcome back teacher gifts, or we just want some busy time, fun time play at the home. Orders, when they're placed, take about 4 days to arrive, so you have a pretty quick turnaround time.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice. You don't have to wait long at all. And it's UPS'd directly to the hostess, so Kelly will get the bundle of goodies and meet with you afterwards. However, you can order at any time through Kelly from her website or by hosting your own get-together. And I highly encourage you, if you find that there's a lot you like today, if you book a show, you're going to help Kelly get to practice her little presentation and gain confidence writing up orders and sharing her products. So we'd love it if you'd consider hosting for her. You'll get a free shopping spree as a result. Or more importantly, she would probably love to learn the business with someone. And so we always extend that invitation to our party goers that if you would like to come on board, we can actually write up your kit order and get you the $89 bundle before it expires on Tuesday as well. Okay. Your packet should have an order form there. It's pretty straightforward. We just need your contact information so that we can follow up and make sure everything's in good working order, as well as have the math box. We will take care of the adding of the tabs. Oh yeah, perfect. There is a summer fun flyer. Do you want to hold that up, Kelly? That one reflects a couple of products that won't be in our fall line. The springing catches at the top and the Hydro Blast water soaker down below. Those are phasing out for the fall line just because they're more a summer-oriented water play for the majority of the country, even though we can still play with it. The majority of the country can use the Hydro Blast to make colorful etchings in the snow if they like. That's what we did when we were in Pennsylvania. Spring and catch is phenomenal fun for 8-year-olds on up. It's kind of like lacrosse and baseball together. You get to place your ball inside the catch and you snap it, and it launches to the next person and they try and catch it in the catcher. And then the shovel, I have a picture of Braden in San Diego this past spring, Mother's Day. He built to his little heart's content, and he's 10, these amazing sand castles when we were in La Jolla in May. And we we had every child around us come because our shovel did not break. Like the shovels from the dollar store and Walmart. And so they wanted to walk away with our shovel, and I thought, gosh, I should have had a bunch in our trunk. I could have sold them like hotcakes on the beach.
Now you know for next time.
Yeah, I know for next time, but yeah, he had the best little friends, and they were all the little 4-year-olds just admiring him being able to scoop large chunks of sand. So that is a timeless, any age loves it.
Way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's
I was
huge.
shocked too, and it's
Yeah.
made out of great plastic. I mean, it's really, really sturdy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
And it's got measurement markings too, in metric and inches, so you can do measuring of how deep your hole is and get a sense of what that depth is. So that's called Big Red Shovel. And then Tangy Ball is a wonderful little nubby ball for the younger age child, like your 2-year-old, because it's got a nice vanilla scent to it, so they can smell it, they can squeak it. It shoots a little burst of air at them when you go at their face, and they go like that. I was a mean mommy. I did that to Brianne as a baby all the time because she would just go inhale, and it, which helped her develop that breathing and speech component that speech pathologists work on. I didn't know that was what I was doing at the time, but she loved it that it was vanilla, and the little textures I could roll on her skin, and she'd giggle. But then when we tried to learn how to play catch, it wasn't hard and hurting her. It was actually nice and textured and nubby-like. And so she wanted to learn how to throw and catch because it didn't hurt her if she didn't have the best coordination. So that's the order form details. The kit information is the bright yellow flyer. What else is in there? Your wish list form. There's always so much to share. Yeah, that's the other consultant flyer. Discontinued list.
That's cute.
For potty training.
Chugga, chugga.
Oh man.
Thanks, Nicole. So yeah, are there any questions before you start to dabble and play? No? All right. Well, I'd like to wrap up with a little poem, and then once everyone's had a chance to work up their order, I have one last game I'd like to model for Kelly. It's called our dice game. My poem goes like this. I tried to teach my child with books, he gave me only puzzled looks. I tried to teach my child with words, they passed him by unheard. In despair I turned aside. How am I going to teach my child? I cried. Into my hand he placed the key. Come, Mommy, just come and play with me. So that's what we're all about, is getting down, playing, having fun with your children, and watching them develop as learners. And please, I hope you find a couple of special things to invest in for your children. But more importantly, spread the word that Discovery Toys is alive and well. And thank you for, most importantly, supporting Kelly today and watching her business. So have fun shopping and use my expertise if you need any recommendations.
Come and play with me.